Dear friends, students, and seekers of wisdom, today we embark on a profound journey, one that transcends knowledge and leads us to the essence of life itself, oneness with God. From the dawn of civilization, humanity has sought to understand the divine. Some look outward, searching in temples, scriptures, and rituals, while others turn inward, realizing that the greatest temple of God resides in their hearts. Oneness with God is a concept that transcends religious boundaries and philosophical interpretations, leading us to the realization that we are not separate from the divine, but rather an integral part of it. Throughout history, different spiritual traditions have sought to define this connection, using various metaphors and teachings to help individuals understand their relationship with God. Some compare it to a drop of water merging with the vast ocean, while others describe it as the sun's rays being inseparable from the sun itself. These analogies illustrate a fundamental truth. Our existence is not independent but deeply intertwined with the divine presence that permeates all of creation. To understand oneness, one must first recognize that God is not a distant being residing in a faraway realm, but an omnipresent force that exists within and around us. Every thought, every breath, and every action is infused with divine energy. The air we breathe, the earth we walk on, and the life we experience are all manifestations of the Creator. When we begin to perceive the world through this lens, we shift from a mindset of separation to one of unity. This understanding dissolves barriers created by human constructs, religion, race, nationality, and allows us to see every being as an expression of the same divine essence. With God is not merely a philosophical idea, but a lived experience. It requires a transformation in the way we think, feel, and act. The more we cultivate love, kindness, and humility, the more we align ourselves with divine consciousness. When we recognize that the same God who created the stars also resides within us, we stop seeking divinity outside and begin to experience it within. This realization leads to inner peace, a sense of belonging, and a life filled with purpose and harmony. Faith and surrender are two profound forces that bring us closer to the divine, allowing us to experience true oneness with God. Faith is not just a belief in something unseen. It is a deep inner knowing that there is a higher power guiding our lives. It is the unshakable trust that no matter what circumstances we face, God's presence is always with us, working for our highest good. Faith gives us the strength to navigate life's challenges, not with fear, but with the confidence that everything has a divine purpose. It teaches us to see beyond our immediate struggles and recognize that even difficulties are part of a greater plan meant to shape and refine us. Surrender, on the other hand, is the act of letting go, of control, of doubt, of resistance, and allowing God's will to unfold in our lives. It does not mean passivity or giving up. Rather, it is an active choice to trust the divine wisdom that governs the universe. When we surrender, we release the burdens of worry and fear, understanding that we do not have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. We recognize that our limited perspective cannot always grasp the full picture, but God, in His infinite wisdom, knows what is best for us. True surrender comes from faith. When we have faith, we stop struggling against life and start flowing with it. We embrace both joy and hardship with the same trust, knowing that every experience is a step towards spiritual growth. This trust brings peace because we no longer depend solely on our own efforts, but allow divine grace to lead the way. Faith and surrender together transform our lives, opening the door to a deeper connection with God and a more meaningful existence. Self-realization is the journey of discovering our true nature beyond the limitations of the mind and ego, leading us to the ultimate truth that we are not separate from God. It is the awakening to the divine essence that already exists within us, hidden beneath layers of conditioning, false identities, and worldly distractions. Many people spend their lives searching for fulfillment in external achievements, material possessions, and relationships, only to realize that true contentment cannot be found in fleeting things. Self-realization shifts our focus inward, revealing that the source of peace, joy, and divine connection has always been within us. The process of self-realization begins with self-inquiry, a deep questioning of who we truly are. Are we merely our bodies, our thoughts, or our emotions? Or are we something beyond? The great spiritual teachers and scriptures across traditions emphasize that our true self is eternal, boundless, and divine. By turning our awareness inward, through meditation, contemplation, and mindful living, we begin to detach from the illusions of the ego and recognize the divine presence within. This realization does not mean losing our individuality, but rather understanding that our individuality is an expression of something much greater, an infinite divine consciousness. As we progress on this path, we start seeing the same divine presence in others, fostering love, compassion, and unity. The barriers of separation begin to dissolve, and we realize that all of creation is interconnected. With self-realization comes a profound inner peace because we no longer seek external validation or fear loss. Instead, we become anchored in the unchanging truth of our divine nature. Living from this awareness transforms not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us, as we naturally radiate the light of truth, love, and spiritual wisdom. Spiritual connection is not an abstract concept, but a living experience that can be cultivated through intentional practice. To feel oneness with God, one must engage in daily actions that nurture the soul and bring awareness to the divine presence within and around us. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen this connection is through prayer. Prayer is not just about asking for blessings, but about developing a heartfelt dialogue with God. It is an opportunity to express gratitude, seek guidance, and surrender our worries. When done with sincerity, prayer deepens our awareness of God's presence and brings comfort and clarity. Meditation is another essential practice that allows us to quiet the noise of the mind and listen to the divine within. In stillness, we go beyond thoughts and emotions, reaching a state of inner peace where we experience the vastness of our true nature. Meditation teaches us to detach from worldly distractions and become more receptive to divine wisdom. It opens the heart to a direct experience of God's presence beyond words and concepts. Acts of selfless service also bring us closer to God, as they reflect the spirit of divine love. When we help others without expecting anything in return, we cultivate humility and recognize the sacredness in all beings. Serving with love and kindness purifies the heart, allowing us to see God in everyone and everything. Another vital step is living with gratitude. Recognizing God's blessings in every moment shifts our focus from lack to abundance. Gratitude opens the heart, filling life with positivity and joy. By combining these practices, prayer, meditation, service, and gratitude, we create a life that is spiritually aligned, allowing us to experience a deep and lasting connection with the divine. Living in divine harmony means aligning our thoughts, actions, and intentions with the wisdom and love of God. It is about recognizing that every aspect of life is infused with divine presence and responding to it with a sense of peace, balance, and purpose. When we live in harmony with the divine, we no longer see life's challenges as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. Every experience, whether joyful or difficult, becomes a lesson that deepens our understanding of ourselves and our connection with God. This perspective allows us to navigate life with grace, free from unnecessary suffering and resistance. A key aspect of divine harmony is cultivating love and compassion. When we treat others with kindness, respect, and understanding, we reflect the divine qualities within us. Love is the foundation of spiritual life, and when we express it unconditionally, we create a positive impact on the world around us. Harmony with God also means living with integrity, ensuring that our actions align with truth and righteousness. When we act with honesty and sincerity, we remove inner conflicts and experience a sense of peace that comes from knowing we are walking the right path. Another important element of divine harmony is surrendering to the flow of life. Instead of trying to control every outcome, we trust in God's plan, knowing that everything happens for a reason. This trust eliminates fear and anxiety, replacing them with faith and inner calm. Living in divine harmony does not mean escaping from the world, but engaging with it, with wisdom and love. It is about carrying a deep awareness of God's presence in our daily lives and radiating that peace and joy to others. Through this way of living, we not only find fulfillment, but also inspire others to seek their own connection with the divine. As we embrace the journey of oneness with God, let us remember that this connection is not something we need to search for outside. It is already within us, waiting to be realized through faith, surrender, self-realization, spiritual practices, and living in divine harmony. We open our hearts to the infinite love and wisdom that guide our lives. When we recognize that God is not separate from us, but present in every moment, every breath, and every being, we begin to live with true purpose. Our actions become more meaningful, our relationships deepen with love and compassion, and our hearts remain at peace, no matter the circumstances. So let us walk this path with sincerity and devotion. Let us cultivate faith, practice gratitude, serve selflessly, and embrace life with trust in the divine plan. For in doing so, we will not only experience the joy of God's presence, but also become beacons of light, inspiring others to discover their own spiritual connection. May we all strive to live in this awareness so that our lives become a reflection of the divine love, wisdom, and harmony that unite us all. Thank you.